Any artist that is in pursuit of a career is facing fear, obsessive self-judgment, overthinking, mental and emotional barriers. My name is Luther Mallory. This is the State of the Artist podcast. State of the Artist podcast, and this one is about social media, and all I want to do in this episode is force a perspective change about social media for artists that are in pursuit of careers, because we notoriously avoid this unbelievably amazing tool for reaching human beings. And I want to look at why that is and break down why that is. And I want to also make the point that I believe social media is the new stage, is the new live setting, it's a new performance. And I say that as a performance coach. So let's go. Let's try to solve these issues. Let's see if I can convince you of these things. The music industry used to be wealthy. Like, we know this from Motley Crue documentaries. You know, like the 80s, the golden era of the music industry. Everybody had money. Bands on tour for like 25 months off the back of some hugely expensive record that was promoted to the radio. And everybody goes to live shows and everybody loves the radio. So the band is wealthy and everybody involved is making money. And that's like the golden era. And that's an ideal situation, obviously. But the ideal trajectory of an artist from that era would be, start out, build a high level skill in performance, songwriting, voice, everything. You have to build over time a high level of skill. Then you start playing live or something like that. And then a record label comes, identifies your skill and gives you attention for it and goes, you've built a lot of skill. We can develop this. Let's make you a huge record, pitch it to the radio because everybody listens to it, and you'll go on tour for 25 months because everybody comes to live shows. That's the trajectory of an artist in the golden era. Every artist achieved that. I'm just kidding. That's an ideal, crazy thing. That's like superstardom shit. But that's the trajectory, right? The important thing to note is the way that you get reach in that golden era, the way we got reach was live and the radio, touring and the radio. Fast forward to 2020, the music industry has exploded. We have a bit of a Walmart situation happening with Spotify, which is a little bit shady and shitty feeling. Live performance is gone. And as COVID is here, we don't know when it's coming back, if it's coming back, and how it will evolve when it does come back. We have no idea about live performance in 2020. And the radio doesn't really, not a ton of people care about the radio anymore. And it doesn't accept demos from kids off the street. You know, like it's not like, hey, mister, check out my demo. And he's like, sounds good, kid. We'll put on it at 7:15. Make sure you tune in. It doesn't really happen like that, right? You need to acquire a fan base of your own so the radio can go, oh, that's kind of interesting. You have enough attention on you, and we'd like to help you so we can get some of that attention and make money off your fans. But not really grassroots, I'll help you out, little what? I don't know what I'm saying. So the radio doesn't work that. So live space is gone. The radio space is gone. And that's 2020. The old model, the best way to get reach was touring and radio. In 2020, the best way to get reach is what? Nobody's sitting there. You're not sitting there right now watching this video going like, I wonder what he's going to say. No, social media, online. We know this. Right? We know this. So the best reach in 2020 potential, online. The best reach in the golden era, touring. Now, when I work with artists and I say, it's 2020, what's your plan for getting a lot of reach? They say, I want to go on tour. Still, almost always, I want to tour and be a touring artist. Okay, so what we've got there is the old model of reach in the new time frame, right? So there's a misalignment there on how to reach that goal because we're doing an antiquated model. It'd be like taking out a newspaper ad now. So now follow me on this for just a second. TikTok has made fame culture heightened even more. Like the idea that everyone is entitled to be famous and adored by strangers for nothing is at its height. Now we only care about things for 15 seconds, but we care about all of the things, right? Like there's a hook in a grape. Wow, that's cool. You know, an ostrich is in a field 200 yards away. Interesting. You know, oh, that's a brand new word I've never heard. Catastrophic. That's cool. That stuff, we'll watch and consume all of it, but only for 15 seconds. And people can get famous by accident in 2020. You could before, but you'd have to be like on the news and something bad would have had to have happened to you. But now you can get famous by accident. There's a TikTok person called Dixie D'Amelio, and she has 37 million followers. And she got those followers for doing this. Shbaba, baby, wah, wah, ow. Nothing, right? Like videos on TikTok. Dancey stuff, whatever. Not a skilled thing. Just like a little, like the stuff people do, you know, TikTok videos. And people go, oh, that's fine. And she probably woke up 2 months in and was like, I have 6,000 people watching. This is crazy. And then 3 months later, she was probably like, what the fuck is going on? I have 37 million people watching this. She got famous. In the new model, where you first get attention and then you use that attention and show those people that are already interested in you your skill, your original work. Whereas in the old model, you built skill and then leverage that skill to get attention. Look at my skill. Oh, that's neat. But now it's just look at me. And when they're looking and they care, you go, now I'll show you my skill. And so that's the difference. The interesting thing about Dixie D'Amelio is she got 37 million followers and then she released a pop song with a music video. You know what that means? It means the people that believe in the old model and the people that believe in the new model are the same goal. I want to show people my art. Old model, tour and play live. New model, build skill and then get attention for your skill. New model, build attention and then show them your skill. We called this an artist in the old model. Now the new artist is the content creator because it's no different. If you're putting out music videos, you're still a content creator, right? That's us now, okay? So it's not, we're this purest fucking artist thing. No. The reason Dixie D'Amelio is winning is because she is firmly understanding that attention is what's most important in 2020. And then you use it to show people stuff. And she's building a business off that. And if you reverse it, it's not going to work. Can you build a career? One fan at a time playing live like you used to? Definitely. And it's like so ideal and romantic. It's amazing. That would be great. That's not the point. It's not the space that people want to absorb anymore. It's so niche. And the best chance we have is over here in the new model. Attention beats skill. And on the side of getting attention, you build your skill. So what do you do to make that shift from old way of thinking to I have to own the online space? You have to think of yourself as a content creator. Here's a good example. I'm making a podcast. I'm an artist, singer, producer, songwriter with a band, House of Goobata, that I'm kind of just starting with my wife. That's what I want to show you. But I can't show you that first because it's too challenging to just get into a song. You know, like people just scroll past, man, that's what they hear the song. Tick, 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 I, baby, blue, donkey, dit. That's songs in people's lives. I already, right? So you can't get them with the song. Content creators, if attention is is most important. First, you have to think about ways to get attention outside of the challenge of them absorbing your art. And you have to look at, what else can I do? So I'm good at talking about the psychology of being an artist because that's what I do professionally. I pivoted my artistic career into that 7 years ago. And now I coach artists. And that's a skill I can bring. And so I can add value to other artists as a content creator and go, look at this thing. I think this will help. And if you see 3 of these, you might go, this motherfucker knows some shit actually. And then you'll sign up and pay attention. And on the 10th podcast, I can go, hey, I'm putting out a new song too. If you want to hear what I do on the producer, musician side, singer side, you might go, I trust you enough that I'm actually down to hear that. And then you might get on board. But that's the new model. What can you get attention for? And then you can use that attention and show them what you really want to show them. The old model, build a high level of skill first and get attention for that. Nobody's coming for your high level of skill. Build a fan base. This world is going deeper into the hole of isolation and of social media. And it's only going to evolve further into virtual reality, and then we're deep diving that shit. 5 years from now, we won't even know if we're in virtual reality. That's happening. And we have to be in those spaces, not looking at the newspaper model version of the music industry, something way fucking back, printing press. It's not that. We have to catch up and go, how can I exist in this space, in this time? And social media is the answer. Here's the homework. Tonight, post a risky thing on social media once and get the data. How did it feel? That's it. It can be 5 seconds long. But tonight, just go, I'm hopping on, and do something that makes your belly go, oh shit, that's uncomfortable. People are going to think that's weird. Try that. Just to dip a toe into what it feels like to put yourself out there on social media in a way that challenges you. That's the only homework. And other than that, the new model is where we want to be. Just awareness of the models. Attention first, then skill. State of the Artist Podcast.